We are now on a path to destigmatize technical and vocational education, and we are against Canada. And we know, therefore, that we are on the right path. And so I want to welcome you and to tell you that this new relationship between yourselves as Canadian institutions and the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College is expected to yield great benefits. We expect that it's going to be a partnership that is going to last. We're consummating it today, and it should last and be mutually beneficial to both of us. In the initial stages of education development, what we found was that the knowledge largely came from the north to the south. Not that you expected us to provide you returns. Your returns was that we met our goals, that of universal education, primary and secondary. This time we are hoping that we'll have mutual exchange in our benefits. We do have, and we have begun to develop in our agricultural program, both the hydroponics, which is normal, and the hybridoponics through our tropical agricultural mode, which I'm sure is going to serve of great benefit for you. And that would be an area in which we can exchange knowledge. And so we've moved on to a stage from one in which we were given in one in which we see as mutually beneficial and for mutual exchange. And that is what we think would be the crux of us raising the profile for the CFBC technical education and moving beyond excellence.
And I am feeling so excited that we have just expanded our team of colleagues. It is a real privilege to be here and to know Dr. Morton-Anthony that we will be in this relationship for a long time. I love the words that we're sharing already. So I just have a few remarks that I'd like to share and bring our colleagues to the same page a little bit about the framing of our work. So I'd like to thank Mr. Abraham for the welcoming and Mrs. Stapleton as well for the leadership, for the vision for this project, and our distinguished colleagues and special guests who bring expertise from other areas. Particularly, Mr. Christopher, we're going to benefit from TVET's critical role in the vision of bringing to fruition competency-based education. So just orientation quickly to our 5 directions for the project, some of the background on why we're doing this, what we're about, who is going to be benefiting, when we see this unfolding, and how. I believe Mr. Abraham remarked about this being a regional confederation benefit. We really do have no small goals in mind. We really do have ambitious desires to see the unfolding of a regional capacity building ability to be building on what's already happening in other parts of the Caribbean, and to see why and how students are going to leave the institute with additional capacity in business development as well as in their specialty within agricultural science, agribusiness, or agrotechnology. And to hear about the solar system water catchment this morning, I'm envisioning already new collaborations and new partnerships, and I do very much agree that it's very much learning on our part as well as mutual benefit to our colleagues and our students in both all our locations. So who's benefiting from this? Students. It's really about adult learners, school leavers from secondary school who come to take part in the program, but it's, as was mentioned, the community who's really steering the direction for regional and the Confederation enhancements. And we get to benefit. What a bonus for us that we get to work with our colleagues here. And I think we will really not only create very substantial differences together with the dedication of team members here who've been working at this since the inception. I'm quite confident that our professional growth will be evident in this journey of at least 3 years and more, but we'll also see some enjoyable relationships.
Partnerships, and it seems to be the buzzword right now. But if we were to look at the objectives of the CFE project, it really embraces the whole concept of what partnership is all about, because the Canadian, as Dr. Anthony alluded to earlier, have been in the region for quite some time, working along with the Caribbean territories. And I'm saying that even in the St. Kitts Nevis context, we have a vision in terms of what we want, where we want to see TVET go, the different areas that we want to be on the front burner. But in order for that to happen, in order for our vision to be realized, we decided that we need to enter into some partnerships in order to get it done. Why? Because St. Kitts per se, yes, we are ambitious, but we might not have access to all of the resources that we require. So it makes a lot more sense for us to see where we can find the expertise and join hands in order to get the job done. At the end of the day, the objective must be to ensure that our working population are in a better position to make the kind of contribution to the development of the Federation. Agriculture has always been what you call the foundation for our economy, right? Yes, tourism seems to have taken over now, but we still need to eat. And we still need to ensure that we have what we call food security. For that to happen, our institutions must get on board in terms of responding to that need. I would like to draw to our attention, very often, even in our secondary schools, agriculture is taught. And that's it. It's just taught and it ends there. And the students seemingly have no channel to go beyond the secondary system. What we're saying, we are saying the time is now right, and it is ripe, if I might use a local term, for us to move beyond the talking phase and get into the area where we can make it a reality.